Okay, y'all, welcome back. This is another pottery video. I hope you can hear me. There's a little bit of traffic, but today I'm going to be working on some soap dispensers, and I have another little project up my sleeve, so we'll see if I get started with that today. I also want to finally glaze my little bubble plate to go with the matching cup that's already been out of the kiln for a couple weeks, so let's have some fun. Every good studio day starts off with good, proper wedging. I literally do not make the rules. Like when I tell y'all I was getting into it, I didn't want any air bubbles, no hard pieces, no pebbles, no rocks, no pieces of hair, nothing. And look at those muscles. I know, small. So right away, I think this was like 3-ish pounds of clay. Yeah, no more than 4 pounds of clay. And even though it's repetitive and I didn't end up keeping this piece, it's supposed to be like this bowl that I was turning into something else. I wanted to show you just the improvement of my skills from centering and pulling up walls and really creating a uniform piece since 2 videos ago. So yeah. Now, as I was starting to pull out the walls and get the shape of this bowl, I was really loving this shape. It was super thick, which is one of the reasons why I didn't keep it. I still have not yet mastered having nice thin walls. So here I am throwing something a little bit smaller. I was attempting to do a shot glass, like a double shot glass, and you'll see that it's definitely way larger than that, but still same thing here. Centering, really focusing on coning up and coning down, making sure that the clay is super homogeneous. Now I am throwing my mug shape, and again, I'm really having a good time with the centering. I'm really going slower, going focused. Look at that cone. Come on, y'all. As y'all can see, I am still very inspired by the bubble shape, but instead of doing the multiple smaller bubbles, I decided to just do 2 big kind of bubbles. I was inspired because somebody had a similar mug in the studio, so this was super fun to make. As you can see, I got thrown a little bit off center, but it's okay. And that's all the throwing for today. Very short throwing day. Here's me cleaning up the wheel because this is very much part of the process. And yeah, here's my mug shape and my shot glass. Excusing the clay on my face, and I promise you I'm not digging in my nose. It is time to glaze. Here's a little mug that I had worked on earlier. I didn't record that. And here's a test tile. These 2 colors I did are Honey Flux and Deep Fire Brick, same as last video, to match the bubble cup. We are back right at the studio, 11 o'clock in the morning, bright and early, like I like it. Yeah, it's like 11:10. Oh, it's about to be 11:11. I need to make my wish. Hold on. Okay, I made my wish. So I'm gonna be trimming today. I don't want to do anything else because I have other errands to run today. It is Sunday, March something. But yeah, so I'm gonna trim and have fun with that. This honestly, I always say that every single part is my favorite part, but trimming is really my favorite part because you really start to get that shape. Well, you get the shape that you're looking for. Here's what I decided to do with this little, I don't know, shot glass situation. And then it was time to actually trim the soap dispensers. At the point that I was doing these soap dispensers, I did not then have the knowledge that I do now about how to trim kind of clay bodies that are like this, that go straight down to the bottom, that you're not going to put a special foot on, or I didn't even consider the fact that I didn't have to put a foot on them. So starting with just doing like the spout part and the body was super simple, everything you've seen on this channel before. But to do the top part, I actually had to flip that over. So I will show you that in a second. So this here is a chuck. It is a wheel thrown chuck from somebody else in the studio, probably ages ago, but essentially I'm centering this chuck on the wheel and then I'm going to flip the soap dispenser upside down into the chuck. I know, jarring. It was very jarring. It was a very scary process and I was just like so worried because these are a gift for somebody. If you are watching, I hope you enjoy your gift. But yeah, so essentially I'm centering the bottom of the piece into this chuck so that way I can trim the bottom and also trim a foot. Now I know for next time, I will not be trimming a foot into anything shaped like this ever.
Oh, yeah, funky, man, you know.
And so lots of bouncing around in the studio, honestly, but here I am actually putting the handle on my mug. My phone I was not able to get all the footage that I wanted from this because I was very concentrated on doing this, but essentially you have this like roll of clay and you basically do this motion to get your shape for your handle. So here's the final handle. It is beautiful. I just kind of do whatever my mind tells me to do when it comes to the handle, and this is what my mind told me to do. And then this is that last mug you seen just the previous day, all out of the kiln. Y'all, today is a very important day for all of my projects. This is the most pieces I've ever had to glaze at once ever since I've been coming, and it was such a good feeling having all of these finished products that were just quality. Here are the soap dispensers all finished and the glazes that I'm going to use on these. As you can see here, I was doing this pouring motion because the clay itself is not food safe, but these glazes are food safe. And since these are soap dispensers, I figured since it will still be going on someone's hands, which they will wash their hands to eat, it would just be the safest option to put glaze on the inside of both of these. So that's what I did. So I was trying to go for this like deep fluxy color, which is why I used seaweed, honey flux and lustrous jade. You will see how it turned out later. I wish now, thinking back, that I did 2 coats of seaweed and only 1 coat of lustrous jade, or Whatever I did, I wish I did the flip. Now for my little mug here, I'm so excited to do this one, but I use this stoneware, this Mako stoneware glaze. It literally looks like puke. I'm not very happy with what the glaze looks like before it's fired, but when you see the result, you will be so surprised. Hey y'all, so today is the day. I am on my way into the studio right now. I hope that the soap, this should be ready. Based off the schedule, they should be ready, as well as the mugs too. I'm so excited to show y'all. So now to actually complete the soap dispensers, I just got this set of cork soap dispenser pumps off of Amazon. So I'm just gonna put that together and see if it fits, which it does, but for the jade colored one, not so much. As you can see here, the cork is kind of crunchy looking because I've been whittling it down so that way it can fit. But here we are, nice and fitted into the jade one. And here are both soap dispensers in their final form. What do both of these colors remind you of if you're watching and if you've made it this far? Let me know in the comments. Also, let me know in the comments which of the things that I showed today is your favorite. And then also, just to finish everything, here's the cup that goes with the plate, and here they are together. I really hope y'all enjoyed. So I'm still outside. I hope you can see me, but if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And as always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.